Okay, right, good morning. Hello once again, YouTube. Andy with you with another little video. Today we are out at one of my local parks on the north east side of Swindon, Stanton Park. I come here oftentimes. Today I'm going to be filming on 4 different cameras. I've got the Osmo Action there, which is a new camera I've bought. I've also got one at the back here as well, and I've also got my little drone which will be following us, and I'll be using this one up here, hopefully for sound. Okay, come to the end of what is Kingsdown Lane, Blunsdon, Swindon. That thing did really well. I think it's just run out of battery as well, just going down. There you go. Yeah, so that did really well. Yeah, look at that. Timing was impeccable. Just when we get to the end of our little ride, it decides to quit the battery. That was perfect timing. Okay, let's go in a bit deeper, I think, into the woods. Oh, this is going to be interesting, I think, guys. It's going to be fraught with danger, I think. Let's just pop our bike up here for now, shall we, and get ourselves set up. Okay, there we go. Right, Stanton Great Wood. Right, this place is really unmanaged, isn't it? This is going to be really interesting, really tough as well, but unexplored by drone probably. So I'm thinking to myself, let's give it a go. Okay, right, let's get into this thing, shall we, and go for our little flight. I'm not sure which way to take it off. I'm kind of looking at that area over there, to be honest, but in every direction I look, all I see is trouble with a capital T! Exclamation mark.
Home point updated.
Right, Right, shooting on 4K with the DJI Neo drone. This is going to be rather testing, people. Expect 1 or 2 downings, okay? I'm going to have to go in there and probably retrieve it. Okay. Give it a go, we get filming. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is going to be a little bit testing, let's say. This is where I think an FPV would probably come into its own. Just because you can apparently see a lot more with an FPV. Right, let's just try and see if we can fly it in a fairly straight line. I don't really like zigzagging it too much. Doesn't look too good on the old video when you do that, but I'm just out here to enjoy myself. There's some water down there. Yeah, I think there's some water down there somewhere. We're just gonna maybe just avoid the water, which is probably a very good thing to do. Go off in this direction, I think. Yeah, you can see how utterly wild it is and unkept, unmanaged. We might see something, but you know guys, as I keep saying, stick it on the old big screen, because you just never know what you might see. You might see something rather interesting, but then again you probably won't, but who knows, eh? It's just nice to be out here doing this, isn't it? Doing something which I really enjoy. Let me just take it back over this way, I think. Anyway, we talk about the upcoming elections, which I think are going on today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's going to be really tight, I think. I think it was probably a done deal a couple of months ago when Biden was in power. Obviously, Biden kind of still is, but he's not. He's not in for the running, let's say. Harris is, and I think that was a very astute card the Democrats actually played there with Harris. Just going to go back a bit. I think for them that was a bit of a game changer, because they were absolutely the Democrats were on a hiding to nothing. They really were. This thing's screaming away for some reason. I'm not sure why. Just going to bring it back to the home point because it's making quite a lot of noise. Home point is in this direction, I think. I think there might be something stuck in a prop. I don't know. You can see how thick and dense it is, can't you? Oh my gosh. I could have chosen an easier place to fly, couldn't I? Everywhere you go, there's something just to run into. Yeah, this isn't fun, I tell you. This isn't. I like to kind of about a little bit, cut loose a little bit, but I just can't. I'm not able to do it in here. I think I'm just going to get back and. There's something, I believe, which is stuck in the props. So I'll bring it back. It's not far away. I can hear it screaming at me. Bring me home, bring me home. So we just take it home, I think. Just bring it back to myself. Right, it's not far away. Just down this pathway. Right, there we go. So we're just going to just leave this little place. Whoops. just for now. There's places where you can fly a drone and it's quite enjoyable. This isn't one of those places. This is like a forest gone wrong, and it's on steroids at the same time. Gosh, it's even interfering with my bike now. Wow, the forest is fighting back. Anyway, doesn't matter. You know, it's just nice to be out in the wilds. You know, I think this kind of drone flying thing in the woods and that, I think it's something which could really take off, you know, flying in forests and whatever else. This bridge has seen better days, hasn't it? Alright, okay. I don't think this bridge was meant for bikes, by the way. But nonetheless, I'm going to have to try and go over it. Whoa. My gosh. This is really on the dodgy scale, this is. Okay, we've done it. I literally moved about 200 meters and nothing's changed. Right, so this looks like a lovely place to come and fly my little drone. Used to come here a year or so ago, feeding the birds on the bird table over there. Right, get filming. And we get flying, and we get dodging and weaving. So I've got to be a little bit careful here, because you can see it's it's rather congested out there regarding trees and bushes and whatever else really. But nonetheless, it's still a lovely place to just go and explore. And I find a great way to do that is actually with a little drone. Something like the DJI Neo, which is perfect for this kind of a thing. Very inexpensive, and you get some really good footage as well. Okay, I've not been in here on foot or in with my drone, so I'm not really sure what to expect here, guys. I mean, before this place got super popular, I just snagged something there. Before this place got super popular, there was quite a lot of deer in here. Unfortunately, with human activity, it has somewhat diminished the wildlife in the form of deer, which is a shame, because I do like to see the wildlife, obviously, but you can just see how absolutely wild this place is. I mean, it's not really a managed estate. There are, let's just say, forest people around. I mean, there's quite a few little paths and things, so when trees fall down, they've got to dispatch them, cut them up and kind of drag them away, sort of a thing. Right, I'm a bit of a path here, so I don't really want to be going on paths, to be honest. I'd much rather get back into the wood. Anyway, it's a really old tree here. It's an old yew tree. Probably that tree there is probably the oldest tree in the wood, perhaps. I mean, there is a Scotch pine. I think it's a Scotch pine, which is not too far from here. But I think that yew tree there is probably the oldest tree in the wood. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Anyway, let's just make our way. I think there's some water down below me, so I'm just going to gingerly take my time and navigate over it and back towards the home point. Yeah, it's It's a bit different here, guys, isn't it, to where I was the other day at Savernake Forest. This place is congested. There's a lot of little bushes and branches, you know, and things just waiting to jump out and just take your drone down. So you really got to be on your flying metal to kind of get through it without, you know, without losing your drone or being dragged down or whatever. But it's really lovely though. Oh, hello. Big hit there. Okay. Okay, right. Got lucky there. I just ran into something which is highly probable. Okay. Just take it back towards myself then. Oh. Okay, okay, just careful, just go a bit gingerly around here then. This is kind of where an FPV would come into its own, because you can see all the little twigs and the leaves and the branches and whatever else. Quite difficult just by using your heads up. Alright, it's just going by me now. Just take it over here, have a little look, see what there is. Get through that little gap there. I'm not sure I can. No, couldn't. Never mind. Okay, that's probably going to be it for flying in the forest today, I think, or in this wood. Amazing little place. Just nice to be out here exploring, you know, the wilderness. You know, this is great. I really do find this relaxing little pastime to have, and I hope you enjoy it as well. It's just wonderful out here. It really, really is. Okay, right, we're just going to take a nice little gentle ride back to the car with my little bike and the dogs and the drone following. Yeah, it's been a interesting day today. Flight wise, it's been very tough. I could have chosen an easier place to go. I always knew this place was going to be a bit of a challenge, and it presented a massive challenge for flying your drone in the wood. I mean, there's just little twigs and bushes and just everywhere, so it does present, you know, one heck of a drone flying nightmare challenge, but I enjoyed it. You know, that's my little time away in the woods. Okay, yeah, it's good fun. Anyway, so I'm going to jump in the car in a moment, and we're going to just drive the 4 or 5 miles back home, sit down, have a cup of coffee, make my little video, yeah, and see how we get on. Come on in, boys. Let's go. Hello, don't worry about the drone, okay? Cheers. There we go. Ah, wonderful.